guns up front, all the not so young guns a little further back. Give me just a tiny bit of space. Hamburger, would you? Lunatin! Okay. Watch your step, sweetie! Watch your step! Don't fall! Come over here, sweetie! I know, I love that smell. Who here loves the smell of fire?
I don't.
Okay.
Gives me asthma.
Who here loves the smell of campfire? Alright. Who here's had their house burned down before? That's a bit of a different smell. Oh. Come here, sweetie! Okay. So, who here is glad that winter is finally over?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I went shooting out in minus 15, so.
Was this a bit of a long winter for everybody? Yeah? Okay. All right. Who here... Hold on, sweetie. Who here has ever shot a gun before?
I have.
Okay.
Most.
Oh, wow, a lot of you. Okay, who here has not shot before? A couple of you? Okay. If you guys can come just a little bit closer, just so you can hear and listen. But everybody, please hear and listen too. Okay? So, welcome to the 2018 very late, very belated Easter egg hunt. Young Guns Easter egg hunt. Sorry we wanted to have it a bit earlier, but as you may know, we had a little bit of an extended winter this year. So I want to first off thank each and every one of you for coming here. This is amazing. This is great. I'm so happy to see you all here. We're going to have a lot of fun today. Most importantly, we're going to be safe, and in a minute I'm going to talk a lot about being safe. But I also want you to take away a little bit more than that from this, okay? So, our association, this range and this club, is called the Buffalo Target Shooters Association, right? I think we're founded about 30 some odd years back. We are a member of a parent association called the Alberta Provincial Rifle Association, okay? So I'm sorry if that's a bit confusing, but that's important. The Alberta Provincial Rifle Association, APRA, was founded in the year 1902. So a little bit of history lesson.
19 nothing.
Yeah, that's close to 19 nothing. So, a little bit of trivia for you, or history lesson here. Who here knows when did the province of Alberta join Canadian Confederation? Anyone?
1905.
Okay, go ahead.
Will this be on the test?
No, it won't be, but it's just trivia. You know?
1905.
1905. So, and yeah, you blurted it too, but so,
I don't know.
if the Alberta Provincial Rifle Association was founded in 1902, that means that the tradition of target shooting and marksmanship is a tradition that predates our province's entrance into the Canadian Confederation. Now, why this is important is because this is a part of our heritage as Albertans. It's a part of our culture, okay? It's very, very important that we preserve these traditions. And so that's what you young people here are here for. And that's why I'm so thankful that you are all here, is that we get to carry on and continue that tradition. So great, great, great. Thank you all of you for being here for that. Now, in a minute I'm going to talk a bit about safety, but before I do, I want to talk about a few other things I want you to take away from this when you go home, okay? We don't talk about it all enough sometimes as grown-ups, but it's very, very important for us to help you young people develop character. No, don't know what that was about. Okay. And I struggled a bit trying to figure out what character lessons I want you to learn, but there's three in particular. There's more, but there's three in particular that I want you to take away with you, okay? And a couple of these words are a little bit scary, right?
Yeah.
So the first word is gratitude, okay? Anybody here know what that word means? Anyone?
Nothing.
Means nothing? No, that's not quite the right answer. Gratitude means to be thankful and appreciative.
No,
All right?
doesn't.
Yes, it does, silly. There's an example of ingratitude. So, our world is made a lot better when each and every one of us are grateful for our lot in life, right? And I won't lie to you. I'm not that old, but you know, I'm old enough to know that in life sometimes things don't go the way that we want them to. But one of the things that I think we learn especially through shooting guns, is gratefulness just for the ability to do so, right? And that's a very important piece of part of character I hope each and every one of you can take. Because if you look at it, we are standing here and it's almost 20 degrees after a bitterly cold, snowy winter. And if that's not something to be grateful for, I don't know what is. On top of that, we're going to be shooting some guns here today. So there's oh my gosh, like who's not grateful for that, right? So gratitude is one important thing I want everyone to take away from here, right? A second important thing I want you to take away is something called respect, okay? Who here knows what that word means? Anybody? Right up front, what does it mean?
Respect means being well.
Never mind, that's okay. Good try. Anyone else? You want this man up here?
Respect means to be like listening and honoring.
Hey, listening and honoring. That's great. I love that. Respect, I like to think of it as you treat something or someone as if they are important, right? That's the whole idea of why you honor it, right? So there's a couple. Oh, my little girl there. There's a couple things here that when it comes to respect. One, we're going to be handling a lot of firearms today. We are going to respect those firearms, right? There's a whole lot of people here today, right? We're going to respect each and every other person that is here, right? And very important as well, you yourself. I want each and every one of you here to also respect yourself. Each and every one of you, honor yourself and treat yourselves as if you are important, because you are. If you were not important, then all of these grown-ups here wouldn't have woken up early and trudged through this highway and driven all out here in the middle of K country to give you this experience, right? So respect, very important, okay? Lastly, and this is a very scary word, okay? And this is a really scary one, is responsibility. All right, that's a scary word, but it's an important word that I want each and every one of you to take away from here. Now, when it comes to guns, this is important because what responsibility means is you take ownership and you are the owner of your actions.
You are the owner of the wood.
Silly girl. So, when each and every pull of the trigger, that is your responsibility, okay? And that's a good lesson for life, that when you do things in life, you need to take ownership of them. You need of your actions. You need to own what you do. So we're going to learn a lot about responsibility while we're here. All right. So that's my big evangelical section here about, the three virtues that I hope you take away from here. There's more, but those three ones: gratitude, respect, and responsibility. Can we all nod our heads in agreement to those three things? Huh? Sounds good? Okay. Now let's talk a little about safety. Well, let's talk a lot more about safety. For the purposes of this demonstration, I'm going to assume this is a safe area, but I'm holding a demonstration gun. So I'm going to teach you a couple of important principles, right? Especially for you people who've never handled guns before. There are 4 safety rules that we follow when we're on a shooting range, okay? Let's hear what... Thank you, Amber, for the help there. Come over here. Let's give it up for my helper here. There you go. Take a bow, Amber. Take a bow. Everyone's clapping. All right. Silly girl. All right. First rule, we assume every gun is loaded. We assume every gun is loaded. You see a gun, you assume it's loaded. Okay? Second rule. Oh boy. We control the muzzle of the gun and keep it in a safe direction. The muzzle is the front of the gun, right?
Always sit in the mud.
Yes. We control the muzzle. All right, and we always keep it in a safe direction. We're going to be shooting over there and there. The range officers will tell you what the safe direction is. Whenever you're holding the gun or handling the gun, control the muzzle in a safe direction. Okay?
Look.
Careful, sweetie. Third rule. Trigger finger, whether you're left-handed or right-handed. Trigger finger stays off the trigger. Okay, you guys over here can see it. Hopefully I don't knock her over. Trigger finger stays off the trigger until you have your sights on target and you're ready to shoot. All right, we understand all that? Okay. And lastly, we're always sure of what we're shooting at. We always are sure of what's in front of the gun. Okay, and make sure there's nothing there that we don't want to destroy. All right. Assume it's loaded. Control the muzzle in the safe direction. Trigger finger off the trigger, and be sure of your target and what's in front of your gun. Okay. Do we all understand those? Are those pretty simple? Okay.
No, it's not.
Silly little Miss Sarcastic here today. A couple of things while we're here. So we're going to have range officers. We're shooting on this, on the other side here, on the deck here, and then we're going to be shooting over there Amber, just come back behind me, sweetie, or in front of me. On the short range there, it's really snowing. While you're here, please, 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 please watch where you're stepping. Please don't run. There's a lot of mud. There's a lot of ice. I don't want anybody slipping and falling. All right. The most dangerous here, or the most dangerous thing here, is the mud and the ice. Okay. So please watch your step very carefully while you're here. Okay.
Is the mud in the
Port-
parts?
I'm gonna have to bleep that out on the video there. You can actually cut up there. That's fine.
All right.
The rest is just admin.